coffee and a card. And this month we are featuring Posted for You. So I am going to flip the camera and we're going to get started with this beautiful card. So here we go. There. And I have all my supplies. Oh, the thing just flipped. That's wonderful. There we go. All right. So how is everybody today? Here it is another gray day. I'm just trying to straighten out my, it's not working so well. There we go. All right. So today is the first day of celebration. So before we get started with this card, which I think is pretty beautiful, I am going to talk to you a little bit about celebration because I have a few good ideas for you. All right. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And this is the celebration brochure. Okay. And it's only for 2 months. So it starts today and it ends on the 28th of February. So let's open it up. When you spend $60 or $120 before tax and shipping, you get to choose a free item out of here. So the first thing that we have here is the Paper Blooms Designer Series paper. Lovely. The colors are Night of Navy, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, and Soft Seafoam. So you've got a combination of some fresh spring colors with some dark navy. It's really quite lovely. This is the perfect stamp set for COVID. I have seen cards with that donkey kicking up his heels against 2020 or 2021. Yeah, it's just it's called Darling Donkeys, and it really is a darling set. So I'm looking forward to creating with that as well. They give you ideas on this side of the page of what you can do, and you'll see all this patterned paper here. And the reason they're showing this patterned paper is that if you get the starter kit, you get 5 sets of this patterned paper for free in 5 different color families. And when you're just getting started, you don't have a lot of paper that coordinates with your cardstock. So that's really a nice gift. Message me if you're interested in more details. Here's another free stamp set, Approaching Perfection. It's a great one for birthdays. And most of us, we make a lot of birthday cards. Birthdays, Christmas, sympathy. This paper is also a free item. And apparently, I have to be totally honest, I have not played with it yet, and it really isn't my jam. But apparently, it's the most favorite paper. So you've got Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss. Let's see, what kind of pink is it? Rococo Rose and Granny Apple Green. I do love the Granny Apple Green and the Bermuda Bay, but yeah, just so you know. And some of these things go fast. So I would say order what you want so that you are not disappointed. This corner bouquet stamp set is free. I'm going to do a reverse negative card with that later this week. Now, this is one of my favorites. I love the font here. It's called Heal Your Heart. And it's a great one for sympathy cards. Yeah. The next free item is this beautiful paper, Flower and Field. You can see the different cards made with it. I like that one a lot. Now this one is called A Touch of Ink, and it is a free set if you buy $120 worth of stuff, and it's a 2-step stamp. So you've got the outline image and then the watercolor look image. It's beautiful. Yeah, I have had a play with that, but I haven't made a card with it yet. Let's see. Okay, this is my absolute favorite so far. I've played with it. I've blogged about it. The Berry Blessings with the Berry Delightful Designer Series paper. It's a bundle, and it comes if you spend $120. And you can just see. There's also a stamp set. The Sweet Strawberry bundle in the Occasions catalog coordinates with this, and it's a beautiful, yeah, with the strawberries and the strawberry punch. It's really, really nice. And then the last thing is, if you host a party or you are placing a mega order of $375, then you get this stamp set for free, Punch Party. Now, I'm also offering pod parties. So groups of 8, then one of the 8 gets this stamp set. One person gets a half price item, and 6 people get about $12.50 in host stamps. So that's fun. All right, it is time to get started with the card. So I have here my blends for coloring this, the punch for stamping these out, and an embossing folder, which is called Scripty, which we're going to use on these pieces. I forgot to grab the big shot. Rachel, do you want to grab me the La Dame Blanche? It's over on the corner over there. Thanks. Okay, so we're starting with a Whisper White thick card base. Now, honestly, we don't have Whisper White anymore. It's now called Basic White. It's basically the same thing. It's just maybe a wee little bit less smooth, they say. So I'm guessing maybe it will like our paper trimmer more. We will see. The next thing we're going to do is take a piece of Whisper White for our base piece, and we'll measure that because it's been a little while. It is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so we'll cut that. And if you like to have an instant gratification, you can buy a whole kit for the month. It's $25. I send it to you, and then you have all the pieces in envelopes. So 3 3/4 by 5. And then we are going to cut a piece of Pool Party that's just a smidge bigger. Yes, Gerard, I see you. Hello, Inika. Hi, Anne-Marie. You know what? This is the first time, guys, I'm so excited that I'm actually getting comments while I'm going live. I was starting to think that this live YouTube thing was overrated, but I think it's going to work out. I'm pretty excited about it. So we're going 3 7/8. Oops. By 5 1/8. So I'm just going 1/8 of an inch bigger. Okay, so we just want just a little pop of Pool Party sticking out. And I have to find my sanding block because I don't have a good blade in here. Anyway, that's just the way it has to be. We're going to take this image now and we're going to randomly stamp it all over our card front. And you want to make sure that some of your images go off the side. It just looks better. And also you'll notice, don't press too hard or this middle part. I'm going to give that a press in. Just some little tips and tricks. You don't want them all in a row either. There, that looks pretty good. Maybe this corner here. This part is bothering me a little bit, but it's just going to have to be, yeah. Sometimes, you know what, your card is not completely perfect. So now we're going to take this postage punch and we are going to cut one in Calypso Coral and one in So Saffron. So, do I want more comments from Gerard? Well, if he behaves, perhaps. So, okay, and now we need a big circle. Now, you could use your layering circles, but I have a 2.5 inch circle punch, which I think is a lot easier. And then I'm not sure if my die cutting machine is going to fit underneath my camera. So let's move that out of the way. You can actually do all of these at the same time. So open it up, lay your circle in, like so. Just make sure they're straight, okay? Good morning, Andrea. Well, yeah, you know what, Anne-Marie? I put a reminder in my phone too that I have to go live so that I won't forget. So there we go. We have them all in here. And I do have the die cutting machine. And since this is a thick one, I'm only using number 4 and number 1. So there we go. Oops. All right, let's move that out of the way and let's see what happened. The reason I chose these is because it reminds me of handwritten letters. Okay, so I thought that was a really good fit. Now, on my original card, if you look carefully, I did one of those things upside down. You don't want that to happen. Okay, the next step is, I don't want to use a whole piece of Whisper White, but I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'll move these out of the way, and we're going to stamp the birds, okay, in Memento. And do I have a block? I only have a big block. That's okay. You don't need this huge block, but that's what I have, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm using Memento ink. Tap, tap. And then it's a good idea to color before you punch it out, because then it's not slipping and sliding around on you anymore. So I'm going to start with Pool Party. And I'm going to go dark on the bird's wings and on his belly, maybe his tail. You could go just with one color on the whole thing, but it's nice to vary it up a little bit. I'm going to go with my brush tip. As always, every time I seem to color with blends for a video, I always forget to grab my color lifter. You could use the color lifter and just put it here a little bit and just take a little color off. I'm going with soft suede light on the branches with a fine tip and using a very light hand. You do not have to press with your blends. If you hear them squeaking, it usually means you're pressing too hard. I used to be the squeak Nazi in my classes. I would walk around and I'd say, I hear squeaking. You are ruining my blends. There we go. So now I'm going with dark Granny Apple Green. And what I do is I just go along the veins of the leaf with the dark. It's just a really simple way to get 2 shades in. The Stampin' Up! Artists have done all the work already of making it beautiful. It's a great guideline. So in case you were watching me yesterday on Facebook, I have a stamping station on my front porch now as part of a COVID countdown. So every day there's going to be a different card on the porch so that you can come and stamp. And I'm going to do a video showing you what the card is. And I thought that might be a fun way to get these days to go by quicker. There's still some cards left, so I'm not sure if I should start a new one or wait till these are gone. But I definitely will do a new video today. And then I will show this card as well so that people can make it, because it's super cute. You can bring your kids if you want. There's Lysol wipes out there. Okay, so that looks nice. I just want, I think, maybe a little bit more color in my branches. They're just a bit too soft. Yeah, I like that better. There. Okay, so now we can punch that out. And you just hold it up, slide it in, slowly increase the pressure when you have it the way you want, and then punch. Okay, so now it's time to build our card. We're going to layer, oh, I really hate this. Okay, well, it can't be helped. I have to replace my blade. So I'm just using some adhesive along all the edges. And a sanding block is wonderful, though. It will get those rough edges. You can use your fingernails, too, but it's really hard on your nails. Not advisable. There. And then it's going to go on the card base. I'm going to just look and see if I have my sanding block laying handy. Nope. All right, I have to just grin and bear it. You know, I think I'm not a perfectionist, but in some ways, I guess I am. There we go. And now at this point, you want to make sure your words are the right way, okay? And I'm making sure that I have an even edge around, and then down we go. But you can see how this is. I'm going to try with a pokey tool. Well, that works. There. Pokey tool. There. It's amazing how cardstock hates a dull blade. It really is. You can tell then that cardstock is made with fibers. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, let's take a look at our card, is make sure these things are going the right way. I went like this. I'm going to put adhesive on the back of my circle, okay? Let's see. And just cover your circle with adhesive. There we go. And then hold it in front of you and start building a little bit. I want that to go a bit on an angle, like so. I want that one sticking out a bit like so. There. Then I'm popping this thing up, okay? So we're going to put some dimensionals on the back. And I put 2 sheets of dimensionals by my workstation. But as you, oh, there they are. I was going to say, as you know, I tend to lose things. It's because I get excited and then I'm showing you different things. It was sitting underneath the celebration flyer. So, there. Well, maybe we should put one more here. Okay. And these colors are, I picked them because they are really remind me of spring. And more importantly, Caroline Vander Straten from Cato's Catches had a card that she shared with me, and it was this color scheme, and I just loved it. So I'm going to put that about there, maybe a bit lower. Well, no, it's down. There we go. Then our bird one is going to go here, and it's going to go flat. No two cards are exactly the same, and no one's going to know that this one was different than my other one. There. And then I'm going to take a strip. I have extra strips. You save your little bits of white because they sure come in handy. And we're going to take the happy birthday here. Or I could do just a note. You know what? I'm going to do just a note because I want to just send this off to somebody just because. Right? That's really nice. Especially, I'm all about sending happy mail because I did not send Christmas cards. I know. I just, yeah. I don't even really know why. I was in quarantine. I guess I was just busy doing other things. So, and for this one, I'm going to cut a little notch in the end. So just like this. And then like that. There we go. Pull them out. And then this is going to go popped up. So with a few little dimensionals. And then we have to add some gems. And then we're done. It's a really, there, just a note. There we go. And then we have these gems. They were from, they come in a bigger thing. They're called Elegant Faceted Gems. They're in clear, in Blushing Bride, and in white. And just a few will do. I'm going to, like that. And a white one. So people who bought the kit, oops, they got a strip of these. And, oh, I don't know. And now a clear one. Yeah, I think I like it down there. Okay, that's it. Oh, I've got an extra one. Let's move that one off. We don't need that one there. I guess I could put one, you know what, right there. It's meant to be covering up my, but now we have 4, and I like to have 5. An odd number of gems. Oh, it's upside down. There we go. So there's our card. I really like it. I'm glad I think it turned out really well. See, they're just slightly different. So the other thing I want to show you before we sign off is this card, this stamp set. So my suggestion is to get this stamp set and this bundle. And if you do that, if you get those 3 things, that qualifies you for a free celebration item. So I always think that's a great idea. I'm going to just show you this stamp set, just show you what it looks like. And I have the paper to go with it. Let's see. I'll show you the paper in a minute. Okay? So let's just open that up. There are dies with this as well. So if you get this bundle as well and the paper, then I'm thinking you could qualify for a $120 item. I will figure it out, and I will put the links underneath my video later so that you can see it for yourself. But these are super cute. I have seen some amazing cards made with, I love the toadstools. Let me just see where my piece of white went. Okay, I have a piece of white right here. And memento. So what's nice about joining in with the coffee and a card, the virtual coffee and a card, is that you get inspiration for the whole month with the stamp set. And now I'm just going to show you how you can get more bang for your buck if you get another coordinating set. This one, just wait a minute, this one is really cute. And this stamp goes with the punch. So we'll do that on the edge. It's great for Halloween, but I'm not Halloween, for Valentine's. But it's nice just like that too. Isn't that pretty? And then you could color it. Look. And you notice at first you get a really dark line, and then you go over it and it just blends in. Makes you look so smart and artistic. I love it. Okay, we'll punch that out so you can see what it looks like. I mean, it looks nice just like that, but look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so let's move that out of the way. Clean it. We're going to do the cute little snail. And I think the little snail also gets cut out. First, we'll do the big one. There. So I love it when you guys comment. Share the video, and I will send you a free tutorial. I just need your email. Isn't that adorable? Yeah. This is the first time that I've inked up this set. So I've seen what it looked like in the case, but it's really not until you ink it up that you go, oh, this is really, really nice. And that's why I share with you, because you can kind of virtually see that. Let's see if that will fit. We've got mail. And then there are some sayings. There's a heart. There's a little speech bubble. Let's see. And then there's a little tiny envelope. I can't make this go, but see, you could do it like that, but I'll just put it up here. And see, the hello will fit in there. Well, here. See? Now I'm using a huge block, but see, little heart, and this is kind of a funny one, and this is the name of it. This stamp set is called Snailed It. Isn't that cute? I think your grandkids would love this. So now I just want to see if I'm right. Yeah, I am. Not that that was a genius idea, but there. How cute is that? So, and we might as well just, oh, I don't have a red. Okay, so once again, here is the paper. And this paper, when you look at it like this, it looks really busy. But I have a feeling, let's just take a peek. Here are, that's too big. That die doesn't work. I don't think the dies work for this paper. I thought they might. Okay, let's just wait and see. But you can color these images out. I mean cut, not color. There we go. So this, again, in small bits, it's much nicer than the whole thing like that. Oh, here's the big toadstools. Very pretty. There isn't a die that cuts them out, but there are 3 little dies that coordinate. So this will be fun to play with. I love the little red hearts. And then here, this is where let's take a look. Yes, the die cuts out that one. And let's see. What does this one look like? Here? Okay, I have to figure that out. I am not sure what that one cuts out. I think that one cuts out this one here. Nope, that's this one too. Okay. Oh, I know, I see it. This cuts out the toadstool. Okay, good to know. I don't know if there's any more images in the paper. Let's find out. And here, here. Yeah, there's no more images that get cut out, but it's really pretty paper. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And we will see you again next week at 10 a.m. Take care. Have a super day.